Welcome to this week's Supply Chain Update, brought to you by Phoenix International. Starting off with our rate-related updates and market conditions. Potential strikes in Canada and the U.S. East Coast could disrupt transport. Canadian rail negotiations continue with a possible lockout on August 22nd, and talks with the International Longshoremen's Association at APM terminals are ongoing with no resolution yet. Carriers are expanding fleets and pushing for rate increases, but demand remains weak. Despite this, carriers are focusing on promoting spot and blended rates as their main strategy. Next, moving on to some rate predictions. Carriers have confirmed general rate increases and freight all-kind hikes. However, rates are expected to drop after September 1st due to low demand, with further decreases likely after September 15th as the low season begins. Continuing our news of the week, Canada's Labour Minister Steve McKinnon has chosen not to step into the ongoing contract talks between Class First railroads and unions, increasing the likelihood of a work stop. Railroads have started halting containerized freight acceptance, a move that could exacerbate the existing intermodal backlog at the Port of Vancouver. U.S. shippers are seeing higher truckload and less than truckload costs, with the Producer Price Index for these services rising in July. The increase is linked to tighter truckload capacity as shippers slow private fleet growth and carriers cut costs. Despite the rise, truckload pricing remains below last year's levels. Container ships are diverting from the Suez Canal due to Red Sea security concerns, but analysts say the economic impact is minimal. With larger geopolitical issues like the Russia-Ukraine conflict taking priority, these diversions are becoming less of a focus for global governments. The Port of Los Angeles set a new record in July, handling 939,600 TEUs, a 37% year-over-year increase. This boost, driven by early peak season imports, has pushed the port's year-to-date volume 18% ahead of 2023, with strong demand expected to continue. The Port of Virginia has expanded its central rail yard, increasing its capacity to 2 million TEUs annually. Part of the Gateway Investment Program, the $83 million project, includes new tracks and electric cranes, enhancing service to Midwestern destinations. The project was completed on time and on budget. And that concludes our update on the global supply chain. Thank you for joining us. We will continue to monitor these developments and keep you informed. You can follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube for more supply chain related updates.